thing we can all agree on is that no matter who you are, staying clean is of the utmost importance. Hello, I am Oyinlola Sally, and you're watching A Woman's World. On today's show, learn more about your personal hygiene, and don't be so quick to dismiss this because you think that you have that covered. Those little habits that you feel do not matter may just hurt you. Then you get to meet this week's Life on Top. We'll also bring you up to date with stories that have made the news in the world of women. Remember that you can tweet at us using @TVC Women's World or get in touch via Facebook or Women's World TVC News. We want to hear from you. First, let's find out what women know about their personal hygiene.
I actually understand personal hygiene to be one looking after herself, his or herself very well, taking her bath at the right times, just being neat.
You shower daily, you take care of your own needs daily. That is very important. And make sure you clean yourself, all your private parts, you clean very well.
One needs to visit the spa at least once in 3 months if you have the time, or once in 6 months. You go for steam bath, massage, jacuzzi, anything, just to take care of yourself.
It has been advised that you shouldn't make use of soap when we are cleaning our private parts as a female anymore. That instead of that, you wash thoroughly with warm water. That will enhance the better cleaning.
Taking good care of yourself starts from outside. You know, your hair, making your hair, use your deodorant after bath and all that, you know, for you to smell.
In the morning, when you wake up, you have to first brush your teeth, you know, take your bath, and at night you have to go to bed. Before going to bed, wash your teeth as well and shower.
Every aspect of my body is very important, but I would just say that the hand is very crucial. Most times you take it for granted that our hands, you just feel that okay, when you just go out and then you just come in and you can do whatever you need, eat or whatever, but I feel that every minute that you have the opportunity, wash your hands. And if it's to take a bath, it's beautiful, just take a bath, but hands are very crucial because it's very easy for you to just I don't pick up, grab up something and eat and use your hand, and there's so many germs all around, so it's just good for us to keep that hygiene very important for ourselves.
Interesting, right? Now it's time to hear from the experts. Now we want to know more about personal hygiene, and we have here with us Dr. Alavi. You're welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Now, what's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Okay, I think it varies. Everybody's different. There's no prescription about what you do. But obviously, I think if you look at it, some people would have had their bath and washed their feet before they go to bed. So when they wake up in the morning, they might be slightly fresher than people that have gone to bed all sweaty and stuff like that. So I think everybody will have their own timetable. I mean, for me, what I do when I wake up is I head to the bathroom, I brush my mouth first, and then obviously I jump in the shower. So I would expect that probably will be the minimum standard for most people. The rest.
Let's understand the specifics of women and their personal hygiene.
Any individual, whether right,
lots of the time,
man, whether the male or female will have a man and a woman is possibility of having body odor, because that's just the way our body is. We'll start from the breast, the menstrual period, and stuff like that. So any individual, whether man, whether male or female, will have the possibility of having body odor, because that's just the way our body is.
Nothing as embarrassing as a smelly body. How do we prevent body odor?
It can actually be prevented, but you have to be extra careful. You have to be extra meticulous about your hygiene and stuff like that. So for example, if you sweat, you know that you need to have a shower, you need to use a scented soap to have your bath, and then also knowing that you should not put on dirty clothes, because dirty clothes will have some bacteria and then they go on your body, and then, or not even dirty clothes that are being worn. I think you try to maybe look after your clothes properly, and particularly the ladies. I think your underwears, you need to make sure that you change them quite regularly so that it does not give you body odor.
Let's take you back to underwear. A lot of ladies, they repeat their bra. So what would you say about that?
Well, I think bra is like the same, it's clothing, and I think that I'm sure that some people will get away with it, but other people won't. For example, if let's say we have two people, one person sweats a lot, the other person doesn't. So the person that sweats a lot will obviously have a bit more dirt or bacteria compared to somebody that doesn't sweat. So if that person repeats their bra, it's highly likely that one, they will have a lot of odor from that compared to somebody who doesn't sweat that much.
What are the right toilet habits to help prevent those annoying toilet infections?
Everybody in Nigeria talks about toilet infection, and I usually have this argument, there's nothing like toilet infection. What people call toilet infection is something called thrush, which is candida infection, a fungal infection of the vagina. So the advice to people, especially around this part of the world, is one, make sure that the soap that you use, because I said that there are organisms in the vagina, you don't want to get rid of them. So what you want to do is that you want to make sure that the soap that you use is very mild, so that and it doesn't destroy the normal atmosphere in the vagina and stuff like that. The pants you wear, make sure that you don't wear too tight pants, and make sure that you have your pants air can go in quite easily through it, making sure that there's a lot of circulation of air around there in the morning.
Mouth odors, curses and cures.
One of the major challenge for me sometimes is going to a bank hall. I think in a bank hall you see everything possible. It starts from body odor, mouth odor and stuff like that. Now, it goes back to the hygiene. When you wake up in the morning, you should brush your mouth regularly. Once in a while, some of us have food particles in our mouth after eating and stuff like that. So you should find ways of making sure you get rid of that. And then when you're about to go to bed, brush as well. Now, regularly go to your dentist, because sometimes you might brush as much as possible, but you might have a cavity. You might have a cavity in one of your teeth, and the smell can come from there because bacteria accumulate there. So as long as you keep your hygiene, your mouth hygiene, it's unlikely that you will. I mean, some of us even go extra mile. Sometimes I carry chewing gum, minted chewing gum.
Making up is fun, but caring for those makeup tools is not. Why should we?
Our skin is actually a living organism. You're just like the rest of our body. So, and if you bring microscope and look at the skin, you will see that it has holes. So the holes are for it to be able to take in oxygen and take out, so that there's a circulation. The way I look at it is that when you bring a lot of makeup in, you seal off the drainage system, you block it off. So if that accumulates over time, then you're going to start having issues with it. So makeup makes women beautiful. I support makeup. But at the same time, you have to know that at the end of the day, you have to wash your face, wash the makeup off, so that your pores are very clean and healthy.
Probably want to start learning new habits and resting old ones. If you still have questions regarding your personal health, don't go anywhere, as more answers are coming your way. Is it okay to, use the same cutleries with strangers?
I think the one way or the other you will share cutleries, but what I presume what you're saying is that used cutleries. So I think that is a no-no. You shouldn't share, because every one of us have different organisms. So the organism that is not causing problem in you, when I get it in my body, it can, because our immunity is very different.
Should we be paying closer attention to the navel?
Interestingly, we do a procedure here which is called laparoscopy. It's like keyhole surgery, where you have to go through the navel. And I'm particularly amazed when we clean people's navel, the kind of dirt that comes out of there. And it shows that sometimes people forget that you have to, it's the same, whether you're using the sponge or face towel or whatever you're using to clean. You have to know some essential, your face, your neck, your behind your ears, so I think it's a routine. Same with your navel, which is the umbilicus. You go in. Now everybody's navel is different. Some people it's coming out, so it's easy for them. Some people it's going in, so you have to go in there with water and soap and wash it.
What are the do's and don'ts when we are on?
Straighten. So your blood is coming out. Now whether you use tampons or Tampax, when you take it out, now you should actually change it regularly. Don't wait for it to get soaked. So maybe 3-4 times a day, just even if it's mild, because when you were asking me about the body odor, old blood causes smells as well. So if you change that regularly, and then once you've changed it, make sure you wash your hand. Anything you do, remember to wash your hands, because you can transmit or you can move organism, bacteria, from anywhere in your body to anywhere that's not meant to be, and then it causes an infection.
Help! How do we get rid of a smelly feet?
Once in a while, my wife and I, we go to a salon, and I'm the only guy there, and they're working on my nails, I'm doing pedicure and stuff like that. I think also, when you wear your shoes for a long time, when you get home, don't reuse your socks. Okay, just don't reuse your socks. Once you use it, throw it into the dirty laundry basket, let them wash it. And then, now if you notice that you have a smell in your shoes, buy some sprays. It might be that you're one of those people that sweat a lot. And you know how our environment is, it's very humid, lots of sunny and stuff like that. So people sweat. So it's just knowing that you can actually buy a spray that you can spray on your foot before you put it into your shoes, or even spray the shoes. Now, in terms of athlete foot, it's the same. It's because you've not exposed your feet to too much air, so it's wet, and then the organism, it's a fungal infection, and it can come in as well. All you need to do is make sure you clean it and you dry it. And sometimes you can get the spray if you feel that you're having athlete foot because it's smelly. Get the sprays that you can get in the pharmacy and then spray it on. That is what I mean. Sometimes as well, I'll advise people to buy things like powder. Just before they put their socks on, just spray it, put it on their powder there and then put their socks on. I think that helps sometimes as well.
Well, I've learned a lot about proper personal hygiene today, and thanks so much, Dr. Alabi.
Thank you very much. And thank you for coming here. Okay.
Still to come on the show, Life on Top, where you get to meet a woman who's worth her salt and also get to know the latest headlines on a woman's world. Stay tuned.